Hello. This is the Flyers listening test. Test 2. Part 1. Listen and look. There is one example.
I went to the circus last week. Do you like my photo?
Yes, it's great. Did you have a good time?
Oh, yes. Can you see that man in the jacket with stripes?
What? With the big hat?
Yes. Well, he's called Robert. He talked to me.
Can you see the line? This is an example. Now you listen and draw lines.
That's nice. And did you like the clowns?
Yes. And you see Fred? He's the one who's dropped the balls.
Oh, yes. The fatter clown.
Yes. He was really funny.
Oh, and look at those girls flying through the air.
Oh, yes. It looks very dangerous, doesn't it?
Yes. What are their names? Do you know?
I don't know the one on the left, but the one on the right above the lion, she's called Katie. I talked to her too.
Wow. And those two girls buying ice creams, who are they?
Well, the taller one, she's my best friend Sally.
And the shorter one?
Oh, that's only my sister.
Oh. And what about the little girl watching the circus?
What? The one sitting in front of her mother?
Yes.
Oh, well, her mother's my aunt, and she's my cousin, Lucy.
And is she a nice girl?
She's okay.
And what about the other clown?
What, the one riding the bicycle?
Yes, with the stripes on his hat.
Oh, yes. He's called Paul, like my dad.
Oh, right.
He's good at catching balls, isn't he? Dad isn't, of course.
Now listen to part 1 again. That is the end of part 1. Part 2. Listen and look. There is one example.
Can I ask you some questions, Grandpa?
Yes. What do you want to know?
Well, it's for my history homework. I need to talk to an older person.
Oh, all right then.
Well, first... Sorry, but I need to ask you. How old are you, Grandpa?
OK. Now let's see. 85, is it? No, 86 now, I'm afraid.
Wow, that's old.
Thank you for that.
Can you see the answer? Now you listen and write.
And your name, Grandpa? Walter. How do you spell that?
Yes. Ready? It's W-A-L-T-E-R. Have you got it?
Got it.
Right. What's next then?
Well, where did you live when you were a child?
Oh, I lived in a small flat with my family in South London, not too far from here. But it only had 2 bedrooms, not like the house you live in now. The toilet was outside.
Outside?
Yes, can you believe it? And we only had a bath once a week, and we had it in front of a big wood fire in the living room.
That sounds great. So did you have a big family then, Grandpa?
Yes, very big. I didn't have any sisters, but I had 5 brothers. And then my parents, of course.
Wow, that is a big family. And what job did you do, Grandpa?
Oh, well, I've had lots of jobs.
But which was your favourite?
My favourite? Well, that'd be when I was a fireman. But before that, I was a mechanic. That was the first job I did.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, and what about hobbies, Grandpa? Did you have any hobbies?
Yes. Well, when I was younger, I liked going into the garage and driving the expensive cars, of course. But these days, I just like sitting at home and looking at my old stamps. I've got a book of them somewhere.
Now listen to part 2 again. That is the end of part 2. Part 3. Listen and look. There is one example. Where did Mrs. Black take these pictures?
Mum, have you seen these pictures of me when I was little?
Oh, they're lovely, Katie. Let me see. I took these ages ago. Oh, look, that's you with Aunt Pat. That was when we all went on holiday in a boat together. It was so cold that holiday.
I don't remember that at all.
Can you see the letter E? Now you listen and write a letter in each box.
And what about this one?
That's your Uncle Fred.
Oh, he looks just like Dad.
Yes, but he's got a beard, hasn't he? Well, he came with us on holiday one year, with your cousins too, and that picture was at the airport. We had to wait there for 5 hours. It was terrible.
And what about this one? Is that Alex?
Yes, that's you with your brother, when we went to see that old castle for the day. No, wait a minute. That was outside the Science Museum. We went there in the afternoon. Do you remember that?
Yes. It was very boring.
No, it wasn't. It was great. But what about this one? I remember this. That's you and Sue. Doesn't she look small there?
Where were we?
Oh, you were outside that big new store that opened in town, and we spent all our money on new clothes. And then later, we went for lunch in a very expensive restaurant.
Yeah, that was a great day.
And you see this one here? Well, that's your dad.
Oh, he looks so much younger there.
Yes, he does. And that was when we visited that beautiful little village in the countryside. And we had a picnic near a lovely old bridge by the river. That was a nice day.
But Alex fell in the water and got very dirty. And you were very angry.
Oh, yes, but it was still a nice day. And that last one you've got is with me. Oh dear, I do look young. Look at my hair. Now where was that? Oh yes, I know. It was on holiday when we stayed in that big hotel by the lake. That was expensive too.
And it rained every day.
Did it? I don't remember that.
Now listen to part 3 again. That is the end of part 3. Part 4. Listen and look. There is one example. What's Jane going to study next year?
You've done so well in your exams, Jane. Are you excited about going to college?
Yes, I am.
I'm sad that you aren't studying science. You were so good at it.
Sorry, Mr. Green. I do like science, but I'm just better at history.
And you didn't want to do geography?
Well, I've never been very good at that.
Can you see the tick? Now you listen and tick the box. 1. Which is Jane's room?
So, do you know where you're going to live?
Yes, in a flat. It's very nice. I'm going to live with 5 other people.
5? And what's your room like?
Oh, it's small, but it's got a desk under a lovely big window. And it's got a bathroom and toilet too.
It sounds great.
2. Which girl has Jane already met?
Yes, I went to see it last weekend. One of the girls was there at the flat.
Oh, and is she nice?
Yes, she is. She's got long hair, very straight and blonde, not like me. Look, here's a picture of her.
Oh, yes. She looks friendly.
3. Which suitcase is Jane going to take?
And have you got everything ready?
Well, yes, I have now. But I had a problem. I've got this suitcase, you see. I really love it. I've had it for ages. It's got spots on it, but I couldn't get all my clothes in it.
Oh, dear.
So I went to town yesterday with Mum, and she bought me a new one. It's big and it's got flowers on it. I'm taking that. There was another one in the shop, the same but bigger, but that was too expensive.
4. When is Jane going to college?
So, when are you leaving?
Well, I have to be there next week because lessons start on Monday.
Oh, so you've got a few more days at home?
Well, no. I've decided to go early, so Dad's taking me on Thursday morning in the car.
Oh, tomorrow then?
Yes, and Dad's staying to help me with my things, and then he's coming back home on Friday.
5. What's Jane going to do this evening?
So, are you going to do anything nice before you go?
Well, I had a big party at home last weekend. It was great. All my school friends came to say goodbye. And yesterday, I went to the cinema with my best friend.
And what about tonight?
Oh, I'm going to stay at home with my parents and have a quiet night with them.
That's nice.
Now listen to part 4 again. That is the end of part 4. Part 5. Listen and look at the picture. There is one example.
I like that picture.
Really? Would you like to colour it?
Oh, yes. Can I colour the camel? I mean the one at the front of the picture.
Well, colour its ears.
OK. What colour shall I do them?
Yellow, please.
Can you see the camel with the yellow ears? This is an example. Now you listen and colour and write. 1.
There are some people with cameras. They're looking for different creatures.
I like the truck they're riding in.
Yes, it has to drive over sand, so it's got big tyres.
Yes, it has. Shall I colour them?
Well, Can you colour the one at the back of the truck? Do it brown.
OK.
Two.
Look at the men under the trees. They're both asleep.
Yes, and one of the men is lying down. Can you see him?
Yes. Can I colour the snake above his head?
Yes. Colour it pink.
OK. I like that colour.
That's good.
Three.
Now I'd like you to write something for me.
OK. There's a space on the right at the bottom of the picture. Shall I write something there?
No. Can you see a space near the pyramids?
Yes.
Well, write the word desert there. Can you do that?
Yes, no problem.
Excellent.
Four.
I like those lizards.
Can you colour the little one?
But I like the bigger lizard better. Can I colour its spots?
Oh, OK.
Shall I colour them orange?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Five.
Could you write something else now?
Yes. There's a space for writing something under those windows there.
Yes, there is. Well, write the word amazing in that space.
OK. I've done that.
Well done. That's a great picture now.
I think it is too.
Now listen to part 5 again. That is the end of the Flyers Listening Test 2.